All right, welcome back, guys. As we were talking yesterday out in the greenhouse, we're trying to streamline things as much as we can. You can't really tell behind me, but let's take a look outside. It is gray and cloudy, rainy. Weather is not conducive of working in the garden. So we're in here in my nasty old storage room slash shop slash, yeah. But we're gonna be working on this little hog feeder. And you see it just needs a couple bolts here and there. Put back in, bend that piece back in, bolt it back down. The lid's here, been wired on. We need to bolt that back in there if we can. And then we've got a small piece of tin. We're gonna patch up over that on the inside. So that way we can put this out there. This feeder will hold about two to three bags of feed. So that's really good. That puts the pigs on full feed. Don't have to worry about feeding them every day. Just have to make sure the feeder stays full. Okay, guys, like I said, I don't know how great the light is in here, but we're going to try this. Gonna move stuff around and manipulate, twist and turn, bang and burn. Realistically, that's all it needed was a couple bolts. That's what Red's gonna do with that. Let me see if I can get something in there to pry that shield up. And then one more piece. There's a plate in there. Can't really see it, I just know where it's at. And it's the plate that this lid's bolt to. It's missing about 4 bolts across there. We just need to be able to pry it up, stick another 2 or 3 bolts in, and we'll be good to go on that side. Look at this. Tell me that's not ingenuity at its finest right there, by golly. I need just a little bit of something to hold weight on that bar, to keep that piece pried up, so I can reach inside and put a nut on it. I think it works. Let's see. Somebody in the past has worked on this, and these set screws right here, this little wing nut and bolt, there's 3 holes to, you open that up as to how much feed you want to be able to fall down inside this feeder at a time. So I've got that one all the way open, and this one's in the middle. I guess there's 4 holes in this one. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this one broke open, get that nut broke loose. We'll go ahead and pull that up and get it just full feed running right there. Let's go take a look around and see if by chance we have a piece of siding or something we can finish cutting and trim up real good to put inside there. Be a whole lot better. I don't have to worry about it rusting out that way, and it'll be a lot quicker for us to fix it today. Okay guys, so I found this piece of used scrap piece of siding out there. We're gonna cut it to length. It's just right at the right width. Want to see if we can get it wedged down on the bottom there. If that works out, we might even put one in the front. Just depends on what everything looks like when we're done here. Thinking I'm gonna pull this bar off out of here, see if we can straighten that rod. It's missing a tab that's supposed to be right here for that rod to stay in, but that's okay. We'll make it work without it. Correct that. I don't think I might take that out of there. I'm gonna. I do not have a torch. I do not have a forge. So, cold bending is what we do. There we go. Looks a lot better. Put this back together here. All right. So now here's my thought. Pull that as far this way as we can, just like that. Now, and put a bolt up here, like this one. You see here, there's 2 bolts here. This side's only got 1. We're missing a bolt there, so. Oh, it might be rainy, but everybody's still working. That's what I like to see. See, this right up here is where we're missing the bolt at for this lid. So go ahead and get us a bolt. In there. There it is. Woohoo! If I can get that nut started on there, we'll be in business. All right, you guys, so there we have it. We got her all patched up, the lid's on there. Opens and closes good. We got a lid for the top that opens. It closes good, sets on there nice and tight. You guys, as you know, Rachel and I are all about recycling and reusing as much as we can on a homestead. That right there just saved us about 200 bucks. I'm not even kidding. I just sold one when I was still at the feed store. Sold it to a friend of ours that had a couple feeder pigs. He came in and said, I need a feeder for my pigs. I asked him what size. He told me it was one just like this. $200. I just spent $4. Fixed it. So as you can see, we got that fixed up. I'm just gonna have to take it over there. I don't even have to take those screws out of the bottom. They'll just stick right into the ground, which doesn't matter. Let me go get the dolly. We'll put this on the dolly. We're gonna roll it over there to Red's pen. Get it set up in there for old Red. That way he's got a self feeder, and we'll get that filled up. One step closer to streamlining, you guys. Okay guys, there you have it. I forgot to grab the tripod, but I've got that set there. I've got a wire to the fence. Red's already been pushing around on a little bit, but all right, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna start bucketing feed over here. I'm thinking about 6 buckets of feed will fill this up, so let's see what happens. Okay guys, so I don't know if we've shown it before or not, but since I'm no longer at the feed store, we found that we can buy our feed in what they call a super sack. It's 2,000 pounds. It's 1 ton of feed in that one bag. So we could buy it in bulk that way before we knew that we had this bulk bin that we were gonna be able to get. But we're gonna go ahead. I've got it full of feed. We've been feeding out of it so far. I'm gonna scoop into these buckets and we're gonna carry feed from the bucket out of the bag into the bucket to the feeder. Like I said, I'm thinking it's gonna take about 6 buckets, but we'll find out. All right, you guys, so as you saw, we've got 4 in here. That's 5. These stinking little goats, they think they're starving to death. But they're not. Whew, all right, you guys. 6 buckets is what I called, wasn't it? It's take a look and see. I mean, you can see right there. That's 6 buckets of feed. Let's get you over here a little bit closer. Knock that down a little bit. Yep, I could not get another full bucket in there. So we're gonna swing the lid. There we go. Red has been streamlined. Okay, you guys, so you saw we got the little feeder done. We talked when we first moved out here, we wanted to, and got these pigs moved in here. We set these feeders up in here as a temporary, and I was gonna make it into a self-feeder. Well, today's the day. We're gonna drag them up here, drag one of them up here and see if we can get some lumber cut, get that board in there at an angle so that it turns it into a self-feeder. So let's get it out of there. Okay guys, so what we're looking at here, I really don't know what these bins are off of or were originally used for, but we're gonna make this one into a self-feeder, kind of like that one that we just put in with old Red. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna cut us some boards to go from the top front of here and run at an angle down to about here, about level with the bottom. That way you've got a flat back, and then it's angled like this. That way the feed drops in there. It just drops down, and as they eat it, it just gravity feeds more and more feed in there all the time. This one, I'm gonna say, is probably gonna hold about, guessing, before I can put it together, 20 buckets. Which 20 buckets is gonna be 500 pounds. They're about 25 pounds per bucket, 50 pounds for two. Yeah, 500 pounds of feed in this one. So, all right, let me go round up our lumber and I'll be right back. But I've got my boards cut because we're gonna lay a board this way right here. And that way we can attach our plyboard to here for the slope, and then we'll have a piece up down the front on here to be able to fill this box up, and we'll be able to put that much feed in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and drill some holes, punch 3 or 4 holes in this so I can screw my board onto that, and then we'll start working on getting the rest of the front put on. Okay guys, so I've got this board marked to go on the inside here. We'll take it over here where we've got electricity, get it cut, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got it cut. Let's see how she fits. I'm intentionally going to put the finished side on the inside because you're going to have the feed on that side. Hey, look at this. Looky there. Nice. Screw this down now, and then all we gotta do is put a board on the front. now we're going to go ahead, lay this down, lay it back down on this back again. We'll get a measurement here on this square, and then we can just drill holes in it, and we'll screw to it again with some self-tappers. Probably be the easiest way. I think I've got some more self-tappers in there. So let's give that a try. First, let's get our piece cut. $32.5 to 20. Let's go see if we got another piece of siding. Okay, you guys, we got that cut. Now let's see. How well it's going here. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right, you guys, there you have it. Like I say, we got those boards put in there. This will fill with feed. It'll hit that slope right here, slide the feed down, and just automatically fill down here in the bottom. So, yeah, let's take this over. I got to take it over to the grinder. Got to knock these points off of these nails or screws real quick, and then we'll take it around back and get it filled with feed. Okay, guys, I decided to enlist my trash cans, my feed bags. Got these from bread. I loaded these up with feed instead. Haul them over here, and then we'll buff it into the feeder. About 300 pounds of feed in each trash can, so. See, we got her almost to the top of the slant. So let's see. Let's see if we can get this other trash can full in there. Okay, you guys, I mean, that right there, that's, you're looking about 10 inches of headspace left. So we're gonna get a couple buckets and dump in there. We're gonna get this thing topped off. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these barrels up. That way I've got them over here. That just makes it easier when I go to top off feed. I don't have to worry about dragging all the way across again. All right, you guys, as you can see there, feed's falling down in there. Pigs are loving it. I think when we get around to it in the next week or so, I think I'm gonna make the other one into another big feeder like this. And my math was off. Those are 30 pounds per bucket. There's 12 buckets per trash can. And it took 2.5 trash cans. So that makes about 860 pounds of feed. And not one feeder. We could get that other one built just like it. That'd give us almost a ton of feed. About a month worth of feed right there. 2 feeders.